All right, so this is the summary for week 2. And so I'm going to just remind you a couple of things. So first of all, the key to the practice quiz number 1 is here. So when you go to the home page, notice I'm at the home page, the key to the practice quiz is right here. So you click on that link and you're going to get the video and the PDF of the key to the practice quiz. Okay, so then the other thing I want to remind you is this. So notice, oops, go back and do it all over. All right, so notice right here, Noon Alta section 1.1 linear equations are due the 13th, and then 1.3 is due the 14th. And then I added for week number 2, 1.4 and 1.5. And so 1.4 is due the 16th, 1.5 is due the 19th. Now, just a couple of things. So the ones that are the new Alta assignments from week 1, right here, 1.1, 1.3, the grades will be sent. The grades will be sent to Canvas on those days, or the next day, I should say. I will give you about 3 more days to improve your scores on those assignments. So once grades are sent in, once the grades are sent to Canvas, I'll give you a few more days to improve your score, but that's it. After that point, the grade that's there cannot be improved. All right, so that's your new Alta assignments. Okay, so let me just quickly remind you here. So there are some of you that are going to something called calendar. I'm not sure. I don't even see it on here. So I'm not sure. Oh, I guess here. So I'm going to go to calendar just to see what it looks like. So when I go to calendar, this is what you're seeing. You should not be using this. Don't use this. What you need to be using, and I guess I have to go back to courses then. So what you have to be using is going to the home page and going to the agendas. Notice all these valuable resources right here that has all the practice worksheets with the keys and the videos and the PDFs. A lot of you using these, some of you are not. Some of you don't even know they exist, even though I've mentioned it before. This is where they're located. For week 2, they're located here. Now you may say, well, that's a lot of worksheets. Well, it's practice worksheets. So remember, you're taking a semester course in 7 weeks, so it is going to be pretty intense, and you got to keep up with it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the agenda. This is where you need to be going. Week 2 agenda. So I click on this, and it tells you daily what you should be working on. So on Monday, you should be working on this stuff here. On Tuesday, you should be working on this stuff. On Wednesday, you should be working on this stuff, and so on. Notice, notice that these worksheets here are non-graded. Those are practice worksheets. The key's already there. Well, actually, this is a worksheet. To get to the worksheet that's there, to get to the keys, you go back to the home page. For Monday, the only thing that's graded is your participation, and hopefully, the activity you describe is something that's from Monday. Something like saying, I learned how to solve factoring by grouping, because that's what one of the things you have to learn on Monday is about. Um, and then on Tuesday, you have the topic still dealing with section 1.4 on solving radical equations. So here's the lessons. Click on the lessons. There are videos there. Here's a non-graded worksheet you can practice with. The key is posted. Anything that says non-graded, the key is already posted. Now here's the graded. Now notice there are 2 graded worksheets this week, just like there were last week. This one right here in green that says graded worksheet, equation worksheet 3. Then to find the other one, let's find the other one. Let's look for a green graded assignment besides the participation. Well, there it is right here. It's on Thursday. So let me go ahead and click this. So right here, graded worksheet. and I forgot to put the link here, but I need to go ahead and put it. So it's on Inequalities Worksheet 1, and that's going to be due Monday, June 19th, and the one for the equation worksheet, that's going to be due Sunday. But when you click on the equation worksheet 3, this is what you're told. So you're told this worksheet covers section 1.4 higher order equations. One problem involves solving an equation using factoring by grouping, and the other two are solving square root equations. Go here to access the worksheet. So there's your down arrow to get it. And then it says here, right here, it says, go here to view lessons that you should be looking at before attempting this worksheet. Some of you go straight to those worksheets and you get overwhelmed because you don't know how to do them. Well, you're not going to know how to do them if you don't look at lessons that prepare you for them. Don't just go to Noon Alta and think that's going to help you. It will not. Some of you are going to need to look at other lessons. So here's some lessons right here. And you can get these. And by the way, these lessons actually come from your agenda. So if I go back to the agenda right here, I just copied and paste from here. All right. But that's what you should be doing. Monday, you should be looking at each one of these. Tuesday, look at each one of these. You're not going to learn everything. You're not gonna learn everything that's here. But what you want to do is you want to try and learn as much as you can. And then as you go along, hopefully some of the stuff you learn later will come back and connect to some of the things you're having trouble here. That's the whole point here. You're trying to learn college algebra in 7 weeks. And after this week, there's only 6 left. So there are 6 weeks in the summer term left. Now, let me go back to the top here just to show you some things you need to be aware of. All right, so notes. Number 1, you will have another practice proctorio quiz. Okay, so this will be called Proctorio Quiz 2. It will open Tuesday and close on Wednesday at 8 p.m. There will be one problem, and it's on solving a quadratic equation. So remember, last week it was on solving a linear equation. This one's going to be solving a quadratic equation. It is factorable, but you can do it one of 2 ways. You can factor or use a quadratic formula, and I will give you the quadratic formula. Okay, now your first quiz, the first proctor quiz, remember this is your practice. The first proctor quiz will open on Friday and close Saturday p.m. There will be 2 problems, solving a linear equation and a quadratic equation. So if you went back and looked at the key for practice quiz 1, and then you look at the key for practice quiz 2, then quiz number 1 is very similar to it. Now remember, your quiz component is 10% of your grade. So you need to make sure that you're doing those quizzes. Some of you on practice quiz number 1 didn't even do it. The whole purpose for those practice quizzes, is to make sure 2 things. You downloaded Proctorio correctly, and number 2, you know how to upload your work. Now let's talk about that. All right, so before I do that, let me go ahead and mention number 3. So just like the practice quiz, you're going to have 10 minutes to upload your work in Canvas using the appropriate link. Do not email me your assignments. I'm not going to score those. Remember the syllabus. The syllabus says you must submit your work using the links in Canvas. All right, so don't email me. It's not going to be scored. All right, so I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to tell you where to get the practice quiz. All right, so there are 2 ways you could do it. You can go here, right here, Proctorio practice quiz. So there's the link to get to the practice quiz number 2. So notice it's due Wednesday, June 14th by 8 p.m. It's going to be open Tuesday, and you have until Wednesday the 14th at 8 p.m. to do it. And then to upload your work, you go here. Most of you did well with this last time. You downloaded Proctorio and you uploaded your work. Some of you did not do any of this. A few of you um, downloaded Proctorio, but you didn't upload anything. On your quiz, the regular quiz, you have to do both to get any points. You have to have downloaded Proctorio and you have to have uploaded your work. All right, so that's the, notice right here, it says the Proctor quiz link. So that's where you're going to go. So for the practice quiz, you're going to go here. And also the regular quiz that's going to be open Friday, you'll go here as well, except the dates will change. Okay, now remember, if it says passcode needed, then that means probably you did not download Proctorio. And so in that case, you're going to have to see right here. So if you click on that, it should get you through the process of downloading Proctorio. It says Secure Exam Proctor. Um, if for some reason you're still having trouble, emailing me is not going to help. You need to chat live with Proctorio. I kept telling you that last week. Chat live with Proctorio. Click this link right here to chat live with Proctorio. Or, as I mentioned last week, you can go to chat.proctorio.com. All right, so that's week 2, the agenda for week 2. So make sure you go there. Tomorrow, I'm going to have the key to equation worksheet 1 posted, and then on, I guess, Tuesday, I'll have the key to the graded worksheet equation worksheet 2. So this one's due tonight, Sunday, and this one's due tomorrow, Monday. Okay, so now I want to go to the, so I'm going to have to leave student view. So remember, this is your college algebra. But remember, you have a co-rec course as well, right? So let's go to that one. So let me go to the co-rec course. And then let me go to student view. All right. So remember, here's the home page. You're at the home page with a table. These are where the agendas are. So the co-rec course is set up a little different because there's not as much material. So it's easier to be able to just navigate the co-rec course using this home page. But here are the agendas right here. So this is one for week 1. This is one for week 2. So let me go to week 2. So I'm going to click on week 2 right here. And it says Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be studying section 0.2 integer exponent scientific notation. So you're going to go here to access it, and then your graded assignment, which is due June 18th. So that Sunday is where you acknowledge that you studied the information for section 0.2. So basically, you're going to go here. So I'm going to click on this link, and it's going to take you to the module part. So section 0.2, this is the one you're going to have to look at right here. Okay, right here. All right, these right here, those are your new and alta. But the one where you acknowledge, that's this right here. Okay. All right, so let me go back to the previous page. All right, and then Wednesday through Sunday, you're going to do your new and alta assignments. So these are the links. Here are the dates that those are due. This one is due June 22nd, and scientific notation is due June 30th. Now, if I go back to the home page, now you see the links here for Newton Alta. If I go back to the home page, the links are also provided here. See this? They're also provided here. So you can go here as well to get the links to the Newton Alta assignments. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to tell you. Just to remind you, and it's very important. I'm going to go back to the college algebra one and then student view. It is very important that you do not look at calendar. If you look at calendar, it's going to give you everything, even those worksheets that are not graded. You see this upload right here? That was not a graded assignment. That was just the link where you upload your work. So you see all of this stuff right here, right? And so it just gets overwhelming. That's not where you should be going. You should be going to, I'm gonna do it again. You should be going to the agendas, and then all these practice worksheet keys here that you should be looking at. Now, I forgot to mention also, so for your practice quiz number 2, here are the links. You can go here to get the links, or you could go to assignments. And I mentioned that in a couple of videos before. If I go to assignments, and do not, making this a strong suggestion, do not go to assignments and start trying to work on these worksheets here. That's not what you need to be doing. You need to be going to the agendas and do it daily, because that's where all the other resources are. But let me just remind you where you can go to get the new Alta. I'm sorry, not the new Alta, but the quiz links. So just make sure you do show by type. That's the way I would do this. And then so here's your new Alta assignments. Here's your worksheet. So remember, the practice quizzes are within the worksheets. So let me see if I can find it. Um, so it's right here. Let me go ahead and do it. You see right here? Practice quiz 2. And then to upload your work, you're going to go where it says upload work quizzes and test. So you're going to go and you're going to use, oops, sorry. You're going to go and you're going to use this one. But I made it easy for you. I wouldn't even do this, because then you're going to get confused as to which one you need. I've made it easy for you. All you need to do is go to the home page and go here, right here. It's right here. The link to the quiz, and then the link to upload your work. Okay? All right, so that is it. So have a great week, and continue working on those assignments daily. Also, for the participation, you need to be specific with your description of what you've done. Don't say don't say um, I did, I studied. That's not specific. You need to tell me, what did you study? I studied solving quadratic equations by factoring. That's specific. Okay? Because if you're too general, if you're not specific enough, some of you did not get full credit. So just make sure you're being specific when you're describing the activity. And all one is one activity. You don't have to put more than one. An activity that you did for this course for that day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and have a great week.